Hi guys, today I'm going to be reviewing Masterpiece Optimus Prime, otherwise known as MP-10. This is the Hasbro version. It did come in this slightly different box than the standard Takara Masterpiece figures, but this was actually a pretty nice box. The Optimus figure was here, the trailer here, the roller and Spike, and then the Energon Axe and the Ion Blaster. So you could kind of see pretty much everything in one view in this box. I think that was by design. They wanted everyone to be able to see everything in here, because this comes with an impressive amount of stuff. Of all the Masterpiece figures, this one really was worth the money as far as what you get and what's included, and then as far as the quality. So I was happy that they had this box. I prefer the Takara style box with the black and the standard pictures on the back, but this is fine too. I'm going to be doing another review of the Takara version and a comparison to the Hasbro this version in a later video, but this first review is going to be just a review of the Hasbro figure. So if we go to the back of the box here, you get kind of a description of Optimus Prime, picture of him holding his Matrix of Leadership, and him in the repair bay mode, and then Spike sitting inside of Optimus. You can tell that these images, I don't know if it's coming across camera, but they're obviously touched up or brushed up, because the figure really isn't this sharp and as far as the colors. It's a little bit more, I'd say, matte than shiny like this, but still pretty close. And then up here you got Optimus holding the Energon Axe. All in all, it was a nice box. I thought they did a good job. There's nothing on the bottom. There are images on the side of Optimus Prime, but I can't even fit this in review here, so I'm going to get rid of the box and move on to the figure. So here we have Masterpiece Optimus Prime, or MP-10, and I really am happy with the way this came out, the way this figure came out, and I think they did a good job kind of representing the G1 look of Optimus Prime. There are some differences with the G1 figure, only because they had to, for the transformation and also for the size, the upscaling of the figure, they did have to make some changes, but overall it came out very good. I'm going to bring out G1 Optimus Prime here and do a little comparison. So here we have G1 Optimus Prime, and you can tell that they're pretty similar. Some people have said, this Autobot symbol is a little too far back. It should be moved up if you compare it to the original figure. But I mean, that's a small nit. I'm not sure why they moved it here, but it doesn't really bug me. They even copied some of these symbols here. There's like a small symbol on the original G1 Optimus, and they reproduced it here, which that impressed me. As far as the actual cab, there are some differences here. Get rid of the trailers. And the main difference is they've sort of added a lot of detailing. The headlights, there's now, two squared off headlights instead of just these kind of holes. I mean, these were for his fists, and that's why they were designed that way. It's part of the transformation. But with this figure, they really did a nice job making this more realistic truck mode. can kind of tell on the sides, obviously the legs are much thicker, much fatter. That's part of the transformation. I guess if you were to scale this, you know, it's close, but obviously these legs are a little fatter, only because that's part of the transformation. And if you remember the original G1 Optimus Prime, these just folded down, whereas these kind of slide out, so they're actually storing the thighs inside these blue leg pieces. I do like the fact that they included the full-size smokestacks. On the original, some of the American versions of G1 Optimus Prime, they had short smokestacks because they were dangerous for children. I guess they could hurt themselves. So I like the fact that they decided, you know what, we're gonna keep the long smokestacks. They're not sharp or anything, so maybe they didn't have an issue with that. They did retain rubber tires, which is awesome. And looking at the original G1 figure, it has some writing on here. Let's see what it says. So they basically say Desert Dog on these tires. The new ones do not say Desert Dog. In fact, they don't say anything. They're pretty much just blank. But still, the fact that they included rubber tires, that was a big selling point for this guy. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the cabs. One of the other differences here is you get these side mirrors. And that was a nice touch by Hasbro or Takara, whatever. I do have some figures in here. I'm going to actually take these out. This is actually Spike and Daniel from Ultra Magnus, sort of hanging out here because they didn't have another spot to go. Here's the figure that comes with Masterpiece Optimus Prime. This is Spike. Let's see if we can zoom in here. I thought they did a pretty good job, you know, for his size. I mean, obviously he doesn't have eyes, and a lot of people have complained about that, but I think they did a pretty good job with this. You know, he does fit perfectly in his little seat here. And to include that, I thought they didn't need to do that, but they included that figure, and that was really a bonus for this figure. What else about the trailer? Zoom back out here. Let's maybe take a look at the trailer now. Oh, I'm sorry, Roller. Let's take a look at Roller. So, Roller is very similar in design, but obviously they add a lot of detail to Roller. This sticker is a repro label. It did not come with a sticker. I felt that this really needed to have an Autobot sticker, so I added it. But everything else is stock on this. If you look inside, they have, you know, a lot of detailing. They have kind of a gas can here. They have seats back here. No one can sit there, but they do have seats. Daniel does fit inside. And I think that's a really nice touch that they made this all scaled together so he can sit in Roller as Optimus transforms or whatnot. He does actually sit in there. You got to get his arms out of the way. There you go. And I thought that was a nice touch, you know, the fact that they included that and kind of thought about the engineering ahead of time to make sure that the Spike figure could fit here and in Optimus Prime. So another cool feature about the Roller is you've got this. Well, you also have this little mini light. It doesn't light up, but it looks like a little light. But you also got this little flip out feature here, and what that allows you to do is put in Optimus Prime's gun. Now in the cartoon, you kind of always wondered what happened to Optimus's gun when he transformed, and this sort of answers it. The gun kind of goes into Roller. So here you have the gun, and I'll show the transforming gimmick a little later, but this fits perfectly in there. Now you've got Roller with Optimus Prime's ion blaster. I really think that's a very nice touch, another added bonus. This figure has lots of little Easter eggs, I call them, or bonuses, where they didn't have to include it, but they thought about the playability of this figure. I don't really think a lot of young kids are going to play with this, but for an adult collector, it was really cool that they included a lot of these features. Another thing you can do with this, with Roller, is you can fold this piece down, and this top part flips up. And now what you can do, and then you close the back, you can take his trailer, grab his trailer, and you can plug it in into the back of that. Well, it's not that easy, but you can get it. Let's take a look here. There you go. And now Roller can move the trailer. Now it's a little heavy for him, so he tends to do this, but still I think they really, it's impressive that they thought about that. You know, he does turn and it does roll, so I never display it like this. I think it's kind of silly, but I just like the fact that they included that. So let's talk about the trailer now. The trailer, it really also includes a lot of features. The first part is you've got these little fold out legs, so you can sit the trailer up on its own and it can stand there no problem. You also got the original kind of folding out stands that, you know, they have a kind of an auto action of opening. As you open them, they push down. So I mean, this is just a very high quality part. I haven't really seen, you know, other Masterpiece figures with these kind of features and high quality other than Ultra Magnus, and even that one I would say MP-10 or, you know, Masterpiece Optimus Prime is still kind of #1 for features and, you know, what you're getting for your money. So put those away. I'll kind of put these down. You open up the trailer. You have two folding doors here, and then you've got his little ramp. So that kind of slides out from the back, and now Roller can come right up and go into the trailer. So again, they really thought about the engineering. They thought about, you know, the playability, and they included a lot of these features. And you do have to kind of tug at the top of the trailer here to get it open. It does open, and there you have the repair vehicle. And this works very similar, almost identical to the original G1. Obviously it's changed a little bit. Let me get this on camera. And he does have an opening canopy, or opening cockpit, and you can actually put You put Daniel inside there too. So once again, they thought about scale, and they allowed you to put the figure kind of everywhere. He does have a, the repair vehicle does have a little radar dish. Mine's a little bit loose here. And then of course the little arm with the opening and closing hand. And that kind of folds in and tucks away. You've also got, let's see if we can get this on camera. You've also got this repair bay mode where you can put Optimus here and kind of have the repair vehicle working on him. I pretty much never display like that. Another feature of the trailer is the vehicle or the storage of the weapons. Both the gun and the axe, Energon axe, store inside of the trailer. You can actually close this all up and seal it away, and that's a nice feature, and also kind of a answer as to where does his stuff go when he becomes, goes into robot mode. So again, a very nice trailer. Impressed with quality and the really the amount of features you're getting with this figure. So that's pretty much it for the trailer. We'll take a look, we'll take a break and get this guy transformed into robot mode, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back from transforming, and here we have Masterpiece Optimus Prime in its robot mode. And this is where, this figure really shines. I mean, the proportions are perfect. The coloring or the paint is really cartoon accurate, at least for the American version of the cartoon. This is like the perfect colors. I really like the fact that they did the light blue eyes. Here, let's see if we can show that up close. So yeah, we've got the light blue eyes, the painted detailing on the lights here. You've got this windshield is actually slightly blue, which even that is really cool. I like the fact that they took the time to paint that. And the posability, the posability and the articulation of this figure is excellent. They really thought about how you might want to move him. These shoulders pop out if you want to get him on an angle, and they go back in so it doesn't look bulky. They really, even all the way around, I thought they did a good job. There are some, missing details back here. I've seen people paint, or even some of the KOs, the knockoff figures, have painted these to make them look a little nicer. It would have been nice if they did that. Same thing with these tail lights. It would have been nice if they had painted those. But still, how often are you going to look at the back? I don't think it's a big deal. These little gold parts, they're actually kind of metallic yellow. They're not really just yellow paint like the headlights. And I like that too. I like that they didn't just make it very plain. They took some time to paint it. On the original, MP-10, these were just yellow and kind of plain. I didn't like that. So I'm glad that they took the time to paint that. Now let's take a look at his weapons. So give me a second while I take them out of the trailer here. And even the weapons, they took some time to make sure they were good quality. The gun especially, really accurate to the G1 cartoon. It even has its own transforming gimmick. So it folds up like this. And then fits in his backpack. This is another answer to, you know, where does this stuff go when he's transforming or when he's in battle. That's my only complaint here. It's a little bit of a trigger happy thing, but it does go in, fits in perfectly, and it locks away. The only indicator you know is this little piece sticks out here to let you know the gun is in there, and I really like that. So let's take this guy out, see how he fits. Another great thing about this figure is they made sure the weapons fit securely. And there's a tab on the gun, so even with his hand open, well, okay, it does fall out, but even with his hand open, it's pretty secure, you know. But you close this. Oops, this is one of the problems. The pointer finger tends to pop off because they didn't pin the pointer finger. That's another fix that was provided by the KOs, is pinning the pointer finger. But if you're careful with it, it doesn't pop off. And I think this is really a good look for Optimus Prime. You also got the Energon axe. It actually comes in two pieces, so you can kind of rotate. Mine is a little bit loose, but it does go on here. And there you have the Energon. Oh, fell off right away. There you have him with his Energon axe. So, pretty cool. I think they did a good job with the weapons. Not much else to say about this guy. I think they do have some extra things here. The ears or the antenna actually move, which is a nice little feature. The head is on a complete ball joint, and it also has some up and down. I mean, it has a ball joint, then it has a little, because of the transformation, it gives it up and down too. So I think that was very well done. I do have some loose joints in the legs, so a little bit of trouble posing, but it's not bad. Some of the features that, you know, they're not really talked about, but we all know they exist, is using the trailer as a repair bay. So let me set that up here. So here you got the trailer, and now he can work on Optimus Prime. Again, I would never display it like this. I think it's kind of silly, but you could have him working on him. Could have him working on him there. There you go. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for robot mode. I really think this was priced at $100 when it first came out, and then they upped the price, I guess, either because they were selling out or because they just were greedy. But at Toys R Us, this was originally $100, and in my opinion, this was the best figure for the money of all the Masterpiece Transformers that have come out to date. The price on this one and the quality, just well worth what you were getting. So that's it, guys. Definitely, if you have any comments, leave them in the comments, or give me a thumbs up, and subscribe if you like my channel. See you next time. The next figure I'll be reviewing here is most likely going to be Apollyon, which is the X-Transbots version of Megatron, and I'm really excited for that figure. I was not a fan of the Transformers Masterpiece Megatron that Takara came out with, so this is my replacement for that. So I'm excited to kind of show that off, and also to see how they compare to the Takara version. All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.